as you're growing and becoming a better version of yourself, everything you invest your time into is expanding. So this is your reminder to keep being consistent, to be strong, to know that it's okay to relapse. It's okay to not be the best version of yourself straight away. Follow the process, fuel your mind, go in the wrong direction first. It's okay to have gone in the wrong direction for 50 years. But now you're not starting from scratch, you're starting from experience, and you're so much wiser, and now you're going to make better decisions for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode on the Luke Mind Power podcast. It's a blessing to be alive, and I'm super excited to be here with you because we're going to grow a bit more. We're going to become a bit more self-aware, and you're going to step more into your greatness. And congratulations, by the way, for being here. Congratulations for taking action, because everything you want is on the other side of action. And it is these moments like this experience right here, just an opportunity for you to feed your mind with some positive information, with an opportunity for you to invest in yourself. The biggest investment that you can ever make in your life is not outside of yourself. It's in yourself. Your reality is a direct reflection. It's like a picture, okay, of your mind. But what's required for that to happen? Action. If you ain't willing to take action, ain't nothing in your life going to change. For things to change, you have to change, but change the way you think. If you don't change the way you think, what you think dictates what you create in your life. And that is such a crazy fact. And I know it's hard to fathom sometimes, but when we're not where we want to be and when we're dealing with challenges, toxic relationships, breakups, circumstances happening all the time, there's shit that's going on all the time, and we got to face it. We got to deal with it. Are you going to succumb to the pressure? That's the question. And that is really the challenge for many of us, is when the heat is on, do you run out of the kitchen or do you stay in there and you control the fire? That's the question. Because I know many of us will probably feel the heat and will start running away. And remember that if you run, you can run, but you can't hide, because the truth will always be chasing after you. You know, it's the truth that we hold, which is not necessarily chasing after you. It's in you. Your soul knows the way. And one of the major keys to your success is to reconnect yourself. I like to say that many of us have actually been disconnected. We've been unplugged. The world has programmed and conditioned our mind in such a negative way that we've disconnected ourselves. The mind has convinced us, because of the outside world, the mind that we have has convinced us that we're not worthy, we're not enough, we're not good enough, we're different. This is just what it is. And so much negativity, so much negative energy, so much adversity, so many challenges that have brought you down, you've basically got onto this low frequency where there's no connection anymore. And with that no connection from, let's say, your heart and your soul, many of us are not plugged in. You have a heart, it's beating, and your soul is yearning for the truth. Your soul is yearning to go in the right direction. Your soul is yearning to be authentic. Your soul is yearning for you to shine. Your soul is yearning for you to believe in yourself. Your soul is yearning for you to stand up for yourself. Your soul is yearning for you to speak your truth and share your fucking story. But because of the mind, lack of belief in yourself, the fear of judgment, the fear of other people's opinions of you, the fear of what the world will think of you when you expose the truth, when you open your heart truly. So we stop ourselves, right? We keep running. We keep thinking that we can suppress everything, and that by suppressing everything, we can just keep living and keep moving forward. Now, if you want to live your best life, your energy is currency and it's very expensive, and your energy is only going to be extraordinary if you take care of your body, you take care of your health. But your health is not just what you eat, bro. Your health is your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health. It's your physical health. It's everything, man. If you haven't done, this is beautiful because you're listening to the podcast for one, which is fantastic. And I'm saying, well, invest in your personal development. You are. This is the whole freaking point. You're doing that. You're listening to this podcast, you're investing in your personal development. Yes, there's more action that you can take. If you feel like that's necessary for you and you feel like that, then reach out to us. But you got to start somewhere. And listening to the podcast is a powerful tool. It's what I started with. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for podcasts. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for motivational speeches on YouTube. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't listening and fueling my mind with positive information, with motivation, with possibilities of what could be if I was to believe in myself and stay consistent and take action. You know, I was having a conversation earlier today with one of my clients, and I was, talking about social media. I was talking about technology. I was talking about the evolution of information. I, for one, didn't like school. I grew up comparing myself to others. I had low confidence in myself. I didn't feel like I was intelligent. I didn't go to university to study, so I didn't know what to do. I also believe that there's people that went to study and they got degrees and they're doing their jobs right now, but that's not even their purpose. I wonder if that's you. You'll start feeling empty if that's you. If you're doing something that you studied with and you just fell into because you had to do something after school and it's not your purpose, it's not flowing, it's not you, and you know it, you know it yourself. I don't have to tell you whether you know it. You can feel it within yourself if you are fulfilled. If this is your calling, it will keep flowing. It will flow like a river, But if it's not, eventually you'll crash. You'll hit a brick wall. You'll fall into depression. You'll fucking lean into different types of escapism because that's just your vice, to forget about the fact that you're doing something that you don't actually love or you're not fulfilled with. It takes a little bit of time. And my friend Stephen from New York, actually, he was on the podcast last year, and he shared his story about how he finished school, went to become a lawyer, got his law degree, and he's actually one of the best. And not long after that, like this, he full studied and he's fucking smart, man, eh? Like he full did it. And when I was listening to his story, I was like, shit, man, this is amazing. And then after he finished and got his law degree, finished all the certificates, he's approved, he's able to help people. He then sat there and he quit and he became a life coach. Like, what the fuck? That's a pretty powerful profession. It's pretty amazing. It's not easy to become a lawyer. And he finished everything, became that, and then stopped and said, no, I've got a greater purpose. I want to help people overcome their struggles, their challenges, their pain, their trauma, their insecurities, their fears, their doubts. What's blocking them? I want to help people do that. I don't want to be a lawyer. That's not me. Kudos, hats off to you, bro. Honestly, like inspiration, absolutely inspiration, So it's not the end of the road. Don't think that, just because you've fallen into some direction in your life, that's where you need to stay, for real. And I hope that anyone who's listening right now is inspired, because maybe that's for you to say, hey, you know what? It's not over. It's just the beginning. A lot of the times we have spent so much time on going in the wrong direction, only to realize that we were going in the wrong direction, but only to realize that actually that is the right direction, because the wrong direction took you to this point where you realize that, oh my gosh, I'm not supposed to be going this way. I'm supposed to be going that way. But going the wrong way has fueled you, has taught you, has built you, has built your character. We can't appreciate the past, and we can't appreciate the mistakes or the failures or going the wrong way or being stuck until we get unstuck. And then we reflect. It's always in hindsight. It's always the silver lining. Don't worry. You're going in the right direction, even if you're going in the wrong direction, because you have to go in the wrong direction to realize you're going in the fucking wrong direction. But sometimes you got to go a little bit longer so you can feel it and 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 feel it. I'm feeling it. Fuck, these songs are coming out. I'm feeling it. Yeah, you know that song? So then you go, shit, man, there's something off. There's something off. Like, this doesn't feel right. And it takes us a little bit of time. Give yourself time. Be kind and gentle with yourself. Love yourself. And know that it's okay to make mistakes. But what's not okay is to keep making the same mistake over and over and over and over and over and over again and being in your own way, especially if you know it, and this is the challenge of like getting out of your way. But as you go along this journey, it's like as you evolve or as you continue to live your life, and some of us wake up at different times. For me, it was 33. I don't know why the double digits follow me around, but they do. And I just tell you guys to follow the signs. My awakening was 33. My grandmother passed away, and I travel back from the funeral. I come back to Australia and I question my life. I question my life and I say, is this it, Luke? Is this who you are, bro? Is this what you're supposed to do in your life? You're supposed to keep surrounding yourself with the mates that you've been surrounding yourself for the last 15 years. Keep using the drugs, keep watching porn, keep working these 2 jobs. Is this it? Is this what you were born to do? Or is this something else? And I think it's a powerful moment, but again, for everyone, it's different. And I know that this can be inspiring somebody that's listening for you to also question yourself and say, is this me? Is this where I'm supposed to be? Is this my calling? Is this my purpose? Or is this a setup for a comeback? Think about that. Are you being set up for your glory? Maybe that's the reason. And your beliefs also determine how you continue to persevere. Your consistency and persistence and your will to win, your will to succeed is all coming from your fighting spirit that just doesn't want to quit. And so where you are right now is exactly where you need to be. But where you end up going is dependent on the choices that you make today. The people that you surround yourself with, the things that you plant into your mind, how you look after yourself. Many of us think, take care of your health. And they don't realize that, if you don't take care of your fucking trauma, your health will eventually deteriorate. Because if your body's in a state of dis-ease, means it's in a state of dysfunction, means it won't be able to function properly. And eventually it will say, fuck you, man. You're not healing the past. You're not healing the suppressed energy. You're not releasing that shit. You're not talking about it. You're not speaking it. You're not revealing it. You're not helping me to feel peace again. You're holding on to all of the shit from the past that has caused distress. Distress. Your body doesn't function in a positive vibrational state if you have a lot of distress. Stress. It's not a good vibration, ladies and gentlemen. And if you've been subjected to some sort of experience for a prolonged period of time, may it be a very, very heavily uncomfortable, negative, toxic environment of some sort that didn't bring you peace, and you allowed yourself, or you were just not as self-aware as you are right now, to continue to be in that space for a long period of time, like 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and you haven't taken the responsibility of yourself to heal that, eventually your body, and everyone's different. Some people have bodies that will just survive. Some people, eventually the disease will get them and the body will say, I can't function like this anymore. I've got too much stress. All those 20 years from the past are coming out now. So when we say look after your health, when we talk about your physical health, your spiritual health, your mental health, your emotional intelligence, ladies and gentlemen, this is what pure health is about. It's not just about going to the gym and exercising, because that means you're just masking and hiding the truth. And we talked about it this at the start of the podcast episode. The truth will set you free, but you can run, but you can't hide, because if you haven't spoken, if you haven't revealed, you haven't healed. So it's really, really important for you to understand that. And I'm just sharing this with you guys because I'm living my best life. I'm trying every day to become a better version of myself. I'm staying consistent. I'm being disciplined. One thing that I've been doing, which I'm learning now even more, is I don't eat after 5 p.m. so that by the time I go to bed at 10 or 11 o'clock, I'm fully digested. And when I go to sleep, my body actually regenerates its cells. So it's not digesting food while I'm sleeping. That was a big problem I was struggling with, because I was working late and I'd be ordering burgers and shit at fucking 11 o'clock at night. And then I'll go to bed like an hour later, and it's just like your gut is full of food, and there you go to sleep. And while you're sleeping, your body's processing and digesting food. So all the energy is going towards the food. And I had to pay attention. I was like, what am I doing wrong? Why is my energy off? The other thing that I shifted as well recently, guys, and I hope that this helps you, to make positive changes in your health and your life as well, is that I was drinking coffee every day. And this can be for anything that you really, really enjoy, whatever that may be. Maybe it's something you're addicted to, something that you enjoy a lot of. One of the keys to your success is balance. And so I realized I'm drinking coffee every day. And, it really takes away the beauty of it, the taste of it, the joy of it, the excitement of it, like having a coffee. And so what I started doing, I said, well, look, you know what? Less is more. I know this. So I said, hey, how about I have a coffee every weekend? Saturday and Sundays, I have coffee. Monday to Friday, no coffee. So when it comes to Friday, I go, yeah, mad, looking forward to the weekend so I can have a coffee. So it brings some sort of excitement, like I'm looking forward to the weekend to actually have a coffee instead of having it every day and not appreciating it because it's just like, oh, who cares? Yeah, another coffee, whatever. It's not a big deal. But this is, for me, it's like, no, actually it is a big deal. I enjoy the flavor, the smell of it, and if you have it all the time, it takes away the power, takes away the beauty of it. And in regards to sleeping, I can definitely feel that I'm sleeping better because I'm not going to sleep with a full stomach. So those are a couple of things, but for you, it can be something else, man. It can be whatever it is. Find your balance. Find your balance in your life with not doing that which you enjoy or that which you're treating yourself with all the time, and do it less. Give yourself that celebration for your goals, like for example, alcohol. I don't drink much. But I do enjoy old-fashioned or a margarita with salt around the rim. I really enjoy a couple of cocktails. I don't do it much because I'm too busy. It's not a priority. But when I get the chance, I look forward to going to a cocktail bar and listening to some good music and having a cocktail. So I'm finding that balance is the secret, man. Too much of something destroys it. It's not enjoyable, because you forget about it. You take it for granted. And I think that's the same thing with like seeing different people in your life, like for example, when I'm in Australia, when I'm with in close proximity to my family, it's so easy to see them, and it's not that I take them for granted, but it's so easy to see them. It's like, yeah, come over this weekend or do this, or let's do this, or this is a birthday or an event or whatever. But now that I live in Dubai, guess what? Like, and my sister said, hey, we're traveling to Europe in a couple of months. We're going to stop by Dubai. Are you going to be available? I'm like, fucking oath. Come and visit. So now I'm looking forward to seeing them. I'm excited for that. So you get the point, right? You get the point. But let's go back to your awakening. Your awakening and your evolution of becoming aware, becoming a better version of yourself, becoming aware of like what it is in your life that you're tolerating or the wrong direction. I said to you guys before, right? We have to go in the wrong direction first before we start going in the right direction. That doesn't mean we don't need motivation. Fuck, man. I listen to I listen to Jim Rohn, Les Brown. We all need that motivation, that push. And, I like to have a shower. I get my Bluetooth speaker. I put it in the bathroom and I'm listening to Jim Rohn while I'm having a shower. That's just me. But, I like to fuel my mind. I like to learn. I like to be able to understand different perspectives and how to think better, how to do things better. And it's always good reminders about discipline, for example, because discipline is the secret. When you're not feeling like doing something, it's overriding the thoughts in your mind. Like the other night, it was 9:30. I finished coaching, and because I was so conditioned and programmed last year and a few months back to be ordering food at like 10 or 11 o'clock at night, I finished coaching at 9:30, my group coaching, and I swear my mind was just like, who cares, bro? Just order some fucking burgers and get a thick shake. And like just chill, watch a movie. Then another thought came and said like, oh, the pool doesn't close till 10. It's 9:15. Go and have a swim. Go outside. It's really like I went outside on the balcony and it was nice. It was warm. I was like, man. And this first thought I came, oh, go have a swim. Go to the pool. And I was like, yeah, that sounds good. And then I had to snap out of that and go, no, I'm not having burgers. It's fucking past 5 o'clock. And then I thought about the pool and I was like, pool or business? Pool or finishing some projects that I've got to work on. So what do you think I did? 2024, this is the new Luke Mind Power, right? We evolve and we get better in time, over time. Don't expect yourself to be as focused, disciplined, and be getting all the results and feeling absolutely phenomenal, extraordinary, and amazing after freaking working on yourself for 6 months, after building your business for 6 months. It's a process. Allow yourself to evolve. Trust the process. Enjoy the journey. This is part of the journey. It's amazing. So now this version of me was like, fuck the pool, and that burger can stick the burger up your ass. Fuck off. I got shit to do, man. You know? So what I do, I just said no. I got onto my laptop, I started doing my work, and I got shit done. You know, and so when you have these priorities and you build this consistency and you build something of your own, there's priorities that supersede any sort of mental chatter that tries to keep you at bay, tries to lower your vibration or tries to distract you. Doesn't mean going to the pool ain't nice, but let me go to the pool when it's my day off. I have a routine. I have time off. So then go to the pool. So it's knowing that as you're growing and becoming a better version of yourself, everything you invest your time into is expanding. So this is your reminder to keep being consistent, to be strong, to know that it's okay to relapse. It's okay to not be the best version of yourself straight away. Follow the process, fuel your mind, go in the wrong direction first. It's okay to have gone in the wrong direction for 50 years. But now you're not starting from scratch, you're starting from experience. And you're so much wiser, and now you're going to make better decisions for yourself. And I know that, and I believe that for you. I believe it for me, and I believe it for you. And I believe that we're not connected for no reason. I can't wait to meet you guys in person. I know that, you know, in the future, I will have massive events where there'll be thousands of people coming, and I'll be able to connect with you guys in person. And that's a blessing. And this is just the journey that I'm on. And I know that I'm not going to quit. It's just in me. And I believe that you have your greatness and your gifts. You know, you're the miracle in your life that you're looking for. You're looking for a miracle. You are the miracle. But it's up to you to lean in, to own it, to say yes, to love yourself more, to change your environment, to change your thoughts. And the only way you're going to change your thoughts is by reprogramming your mind and being really intentional about what you want to think. Because what you say to yourself is then whatever gets planted into your mind is what you're going to become and be programmed with and what's going to manifest in your life. And so you have to be intentional about that, because if you're not thinking the way you want to be thinking, if you're not feeling the way you want to be feeling, well, that means there's a lot of work to do. You got a lot of limitations. You got a lot of blocks. You got a lot of insecurities. You got a lot of stuff that you got to work on, and that's okay. You didn't get this far just because you didn't live life. You lived life. It takes courage to fucking live. It takes courage to show up every single day when you're feeling like shit. And it takes courage to keep going when you're depressed, when you're anxious, when you're taking fucking antidepressants and fucking crappy medication, and you got to show up for work and you got to try your best. And that's fucking hard. And a lot of us have been doing that. But there comes a time where you need to say, you know, that's not working for me anymore. That doesn't help me anymore. I need to take my power back. This is what it's about, ladies and gentlemen. And I believe that it's time for you to take your power back. So if you're listening right now, I want you to do one thing to make this process begin. Go on Instagram right now. Go to Luke Mind Power on Instagram and send me a message and say, Luke, I'm taking my power back today. I believe in you. I love you. And I won't give up on you. And I'll catch you on the next episode. Peace out. Thank you for joining me on this journey of self-discovery and growth. If you're ready to grow and reach your full potential and find inner peace, send me a DM that says, I want inner peace, and I'll send you the next steps. You can accomplish anything you set your mind to. When you change your mind, you change your whole life. So don't hesitate and send that DM over to me. Myself and my team can't wait to meet you and witness your transformation in full glory. See you next week.